The date is currently October 23rd, 2019. And the reason we're back in 2019 is to give Jimmy Butler a second chance to win a championship with the Miami Heat. Jimmy had a pretty successful time in Miami. Only thing he didn't get was that championship. He brought him to the finals 2 times. We all know that meme that still goes today where Jimmy's dead tired because he had to do everything. I feel like that's one of the main reasons they weren't able to get a ring. We all know how Pat Riley is. Doesn't want to pay anyone. Doesn't want to go make that extra move. There's people saying they could have got Dame, Kevin Durant. There was a bunch of rumors when Jimmy was there about superstars wanting to come to Miami, but they just never did. So yeah, that's the goal today. We're going to try and build a championship roster around Jimmy Butler and win a championship for Miami. First order of business, we're trading Gorgon Dragic. Dude is making $19 million this year. I just do not want to pay him that. So we're trading for Ball Ball. Ball Ball has a ton of potential. The Nuggets and Suns have just used him wrong in real life. We're going to make Ball Ball a superstar. Welcome to the squad. Kelly Olynyk's making about $9 million a year. So I'm just trading for 2 draft picks, a first and a second. Getting an extra pick in this year's draft. Guess not even an extra pick in this year's draft. He already didn't have a second for this year. So we just get a second round pick. So we have a first and a second this year. And then we have no picks in the 2021 draft, but 3 in the 2022. We also have Myers Leonard on the team. I think this is pre-cancellation Myers Leonard before he cussed someone out on like Fortnite. I think he said some shit on live stream or something. I don't even remember. He did some shit to get canceled though. But this is what our starting lineup's looking like going into the season. Kendrick Nunn at the 1, Tyler Hero at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Jay Crowder at the 4, Bam at the 5. We got Bol coming off the bench. I kind of want to move him to our starting center just to develop because I honestly don't know if we're gonna make some crazy playoff run this year. I'm not really banking on it, but we have a lot of money to spend over the offseason, so hopefully we can get some good free agents, build the team that way. I'm gonna try and keep Kendrick Nunn on the team though and build him to a good point guard. Maybe not our starting point guard, but a good backup point guard. Kendrick Nunn was a dog for 2-3 years, and I don't know what happened to him, so we're gonna try and revive his career. All right, so never mind. I wasn't expecting us to get a 1 seed. I was expecting us to be like a 6, I'm not gonna say 7, like a 5 or 6 seed. We went 55-27, beating the Celtics by 2 games for that number 1 seed. It's a pretty good Celtics team that got the 2 seed. I mean, they're a little ahead of their time, I feel like, with Tatum and Jaylen Brown kind of being really young. How old is Jason Tatum? Tatum's 22, and then Jaylen Brown's 23 right now. And they got the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. I feel like the Nets probably would have got the 1 seed this year, but KD's hurt for the season with that torn right ACL. So let's try and take advantage while there's no KD in the Eastern Conference and win a championship year 1. This is the Bulls team we're matching up against in the first round. Pretty bad team, to be honest. I think we should be good. I told myself I was going to stop saying that, though, because it seems like every time I say that, we end up losing and not jinx us whenever I say we're going to be good. We're now 2-0 to the Chicago Bulls. We should come back on them, bro. There's no way we should lose a series to that team, and we're down 3-2. All right, game 6 against the Chicago Bulls. If we go out to the 8th seeded Bulls, led by Zach LaVine, that is a terrible way to start this rebuild or championship dynasty run, whatever you want to call it. Looks like we're at least going to force a game 7, though. 117-108 dub. Bam with 21, Derrick Jones 16, Jimmy 16, 9, and 13 with 5 steals, and Tyler Hero with 15. Kendrick Nunn also had 14 on only 7 shots. He had 4 threes. He had an alright season, nothing crazy. He averaged 7 points a game and 4 assists, but it's progress. We got a 20-point lead early in game 7. It's only the second quarter, though, so, it's basketball. It's a game of runs. That could change. And it looks like the Bulls are trying to make a comeback, but we just keep extending the lead every time they make a little push. I think we're going to be good. And scout advice is telling me to give less minutes to Bol. Like I said, we are developing Bol. Bol's getting over 20 minutes a game. But we get the game 7 dub. Jimmy Butler, 19 points, 14 boards, 5 assists. Jay Crowder with 18. Bam, 16. Iguodala, 14. Hero, 13. Bol only had 10 minutes, but he did have 7.6 boards. I did re-sign Jay Crowder over the offseason because I feel like Jay Crowder throughout the 2019 to like 2023 season, my dates could be wrong, but I feel like he was always on a championship roster or at least a team that would make it deep in the playoffs roster. You'd always see Jay Crowder out there deep in the postseason hooping. We got the Nets without KD in the second round. How did the Sixers lose to a Kevin Durant-less Nets with Embiid, Harris, and Simmons? Isn't Simmons still a high overall? Yeah, he's at 87 overall. Philly's just going out sad. They can never catch a break. They can't catch a break in 2K, real life, anything. So we're playing the Nets. It's showcasing Kevin Durant, but they do not have Kevin Durant as you see in the starting lineup. It's literally just Kyrie Irving and some role players. But we are down 2-0 again. I don't know how this keeps happening. What did Kyrie do against us? Kyrie just had 24 game 2. What did he do in game 1? He had 34 game 1. All right, we got to win this game. If we go down 3-0, the series is most likely over, and we're down 3-0 to the Nets. Are we getting 4-0 swept by the Nets without KD? If we got 4-0 swept by the Nets with Kevin Durant, I'd be like, okay. But they don't have KD. It's Kyrie Irving and a bunch of scrubs. Utah Clippers, West Finals. Boston, Brooklyn, East Finals. Let's just see who wins it real quick. The Jazz beat the Nets in 6 games. D-Mitch Finals MVP. So Kyrie took the Nets to the finals without KD. So that is not a good sign for when Kevin Durant comes back next season and we have to play them in the East. The Atlanta Hawks are now on the clock. So Minnesota actually gets the second pick in this year's draft. They did have the first pick in real life and drafted Ant. So as Ant headed back home to Atlanta, he is. Obi Toppin goes number 2 over LaMelo Ball. That's an interesting pick. LaMelo's going to Washington. And then James Wiseman's going to Detroit. And Tyrese Halliburton is getting picked 5th to the New York Knicks. We do have the 27th pick, which I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a higher pick this year. I went ahead and drafted Nick Richards. And the reason I'm drafting Nick Richards is because Myers Leonard, along with Bol Bol's our other center option. And Myers Leonard isn't very good, to be honest. And he's on a $17 million contract. And he's 28, so he's probably not going to get much higher in overall. So I feel like we're just going to hop off this train right now while we can. All right, I'm trading Myers and Solomon Hill for Josh Jackson and Justice Winslow. Josh Jackson's 23, Winslow's 24. These are 2 players that I feel like had a lot of potential and never really lived up to it either. So hopefully we could develop them different in Miami. And Trey Myers Leonard is really going to force Bol Bol and Nick Richards to develop too, is which I like. Really have them take like that key role at center.
Here comes the money.
So Anthony Davis is a free agent, and we have $42 million in cap space. I am going to offer Anthony Davis a bag. I'm spamming the right button on the controller. We cannot offer him any more money, any more years. If he can sign, this is going to be a dynasty. Not even one championship, multiple. Anthony Davis accepted another offer. That's tough. I'm not going to lie, bro. That is very tough. We did get Derrick Rose, though. I mean, 3 years, 31 mil. We get a good point guard for $10 million a year. It's not terrible. But AD signed with the Raptors. That's tough. I don't know if the Anthony Davis deal fell through or something, but he's back in the free agent pool. I don't know what happened, but we'll take it. We'll offer him another contract. Hopefully he signs. And we got Anthony Davis. I have no idea how we just got him, but welcome to the team, Anthony Davis. I don't know if the Raptors didn't have enough money to sign him or backed out of signing him last minute, but we'll take it. And say hello to the new look Miami Heat. Derrick Rose at the 1. 84 overall Tyler Hero at the 2, who developed nice over the offseason after a 15 point per game rookie season. 92 overall Jimmy Butler at the 3. 92 overall AD at the 4. And 86 overall Bam at the 5. With Duncan Robinson, Jay Crowder, Kendrick Nunn, Bol Bol coming off the bench. They're only playing 9. I think we'll move it to a 10-man rotation though, so we can get either Josh Jackson, Iguodala, or Nick Richards some minutes. One of them. I think I'm gonna go Josh Jackson, just try and develop him because he had an 11 point per game season in Phoenix, and then he had Memphis didn't play him last year. So, you know, I think there's some potential on this dude. James Harden was the 2021 Kia Most Valuable Player. That's actually 2 MVPs in a row for him. He won it last year as well, so that's his 3rd MVP of his career. We do have a Heat player winning an award though. AD winning the DPOY, 2.4 blocks a game, 1.7 steals, having a good offensive year too, 21 and 10. MPJ wins Most Improved Player, and he's on the Pistons. I don't know how he ended up over there, but 17 a game and 7 boards for MPJ. And like we guessed, the Nets got the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. But we got the 2 seed. And I honestly think with the pickup of Anthony Davis, we can match the Brooklyn Nets. Like, it'll be a good series. I won't be surprised if we lose, won't be surprised if we win. But first, we got to make it there because we're down 2-1 to Cleveland, down 3-1 to Cleveland. I don't know what is up with this team and choking early round series. This shouldn't even be a series. 80 overall, Darius Garland, 84 Colin Sexton, 80 Andre Drummond, 82 Kevin Love are up 3-1 on 93 AD and 92 Jimmy Butler. All right, game 5, not too close, 120-103 finish. We're moving on to a game 6. AD with 23 and 14, Hero 21, Rose 19, Bam 16, Butler 15, and Duncan Robinson 15. So it's a good all-around team game. And we're heading to game 6 in Cleveland, where it's been a close game, but it looks like we just pulled away at the end, and we're forcing the game 7. Bam just dropped a 30-point game 6. Jimmy with 24, 6 and 9, and 6 steals. Feel like we shouldn't even be in this game 7 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are the 2 seed or the 7 seed, but we are, so we got to get the job done, and it looks like we're going to get the job done. Been blowing them out all game. Jimmy with 33, AD 21 and 10, and we're moving on to play the Celtics. I just peeped that Brooklyn's in the game 7 too. All right, please lose, Brooklyn. Come on, Pistons. Pull off the upset of the century. They were close. I'm not gonna lie. They were definitely close, but Brooklyn's advancing as well. They got the Hawks. We got the Celtics. There's currently a minute 14 left in game 4. We are up 2-1 right now in the series, but Boston is up 4 in this game. This is a big game. If we go up 3-1, we're most likely getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, so this is a must win. All right, is our ball. Duncan Robinson wasting no time with that jump shot to make it a 1-point game. And now we're asking Duncan Robinson after hitting that 3 to guard Tatum. This is not going to end well, I don't think. Tatum fadeaway 3 misses. If he would have got down to the bucket, I think, he probably would have gave Duncan Robinson a bucket, but he settled for a 3. Thank God. Jimmy getting down low on Gordon Hayward, goes up and finishes with the left, taking a 1-point lead. That was a tough shot over 2 people. All right, Javonte Green is on the floor right now for the Celtics in clutch minutes. Tatum getting guarded by Duncan Robinson. I don't know why Duncan is getting the Tatum assignment late game. That should be Jimmy, but Gordon Hayward is getting guarded by Jimmy and knocks a 3 down in his face. Down to 20 seconds. Jimmy hits D-Rose on the back cut bucket. Tie game again. Celtics probably just going to hold for last shot. Kemba getting guarded by Derrick Rose. Is Kemba or Tatum going to be the one to take this last shot? Or maybe Gordon Hayward after he just hit that three. It looks like it's going to be Kemba. Fadeaway three. He misses. 80 through it full court. I don't even know if he got it off in time, but we're going to overtime. And like we always say, win the tip, win OT. The Celtics win the tip. That's never a good sign. There's 43 seconds left in OT. Celtics up 3. But it is our ball, so we got a chance to either tie it up or make it a 1-point game right here. Hero from the corner to tie it up. He misses. Bam with the snag, though. Out to Jimmy. I thought Jimmy was just going to pop that three, but he goes downhill, going to the bucket. He misses. Might have got fouled. Out to Hero. Hero, another three. Misses. Bam snags a 3rd offensive board. Misses 4th offensive board. And we just missed 4 shots in a row. Oh, that's tough. We just missed 4 shots in a row. Bam was snagging. All good looks, too. 4 good looks. And now the Celtics are shooting free throws. So, I mean, we're most likely losing this game. Series is going to be tied up 2-2. Gordon Hayward just dropped 36 on us. Tatum, 34. Jimmy went for 46 and 13. AD, 20, 14, and 5. Bam had 16 points, 20 boards. Hero, 18 points. Derrick Rose, 14 points. But just was not enough. That was a crazy finish in the end of the last game. But it did not go in our favor. Hopefully, this one can. Start off the game really well. Hopefully, we can just hold this lead and go up 3-2. We are going up 3-2. Jimmy Butler with a 19 point, 15 rebound, 13 assists, 2 steal, triple-double. Anthony Davis with a 21 and 10 game, 5 blocks, 2 steals, showing why he's the DPOY. And then Bam had 19 and 12, Hero 18. Can we close the Celtics out in Boston and make our first Eastern Conference Finals? We can. AD drops 41 and 21 in game 6. Butler had 19. Hero had 12. Bam, 12 and 11. Tatum dropped 32 on us, but we got the dub, so it doesn't matter. Bad news is we got to play KD and Kyrie. Basically the same team as last year that we got bounced 4-0 by, but now they're just adding Kevin Durant in the starting lineup. But we're a different team this year. I mean, we got Derrick Rose, Anthony Davis in the starting lineup. Hero developed, Bam's developed. So let's see how this goes. Brooklyn takes game 1. Miami takes game 2. And Miami just took game 3. If we can go up 3-1 on Brooklyn, this is huge. And we are on the home floor. So, I mean, this is our game to lose. I know it's early, but I feel like the series might be decided with whoever wins this game right here. We can't fumble the opportunity to go up 3-1 at home. We're up 5 with a minute left. Let's hop in. Our ball up 5, a minute 13 left. We don't have to take a long a quick possession, I was going to say here, but before I even said that, our possession was over. Anthony Davis got stripped by KD. Karis LeVert pull up 3, and he hits it. Of course he hits it. Nick Richards in the game right now at center. I wonder if Bam fouled out. Derrick Rose down to Anthony Davis. KD trying to guard AD. AD with the fadeaway. He misses. I don't know why Anthony Davis isn't just trying to body him up down low, but we just take 2 quick-ass possessions, and now the Nets have a chance to tie it or take the lead. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Karis LeVert pull up mid-range. He misses. Someone just drove like a Hellcat by my window, so I don't know if you guys hear what I just said, but Anthony Davis taking it coast to coast, dunks it. 4-point lead, 23 seconds. We should be good as long as we don't let them hit a 3 right here. No 3-pointers. Kyrie down low on Derrick Rose, a tough-ass bucket. But as long as we hit our free throws, we're good. Get it to Duncan. Let Duncan shoot the free throws. Never mind, they weren't in the bonus yet. Get it to Tyler Hero or Derrick Rose. I mean, I trust Derrick Rose at the line too. And the Heat get the dub 113-112. AD with 29 and 16. Jay Crowder 18. Jimmy had 11, 4, and 8 with 4 steals. KD had 25. Kyrie 24. Up 3-1. Headed back to Brooklyn game 5. Does not look like we're able to close it out in Brooklyn. Yeah, we get our ass kicked. KD drops 34. He's not trying to go home. AD dropped 33. Jimmy 23. But the rest of the Nets honestly showed up. The rest of the Heat played all right, but did not show up as much as we wanted them to. But it looks like that game 5 performance doesn't even matter because the Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals. We close out the Nets in 6 games. Bam with 22 and 9. AD 21 and 9 with 4 steals. Jimmy 15, 5 and 9 with 3 steals. Heroes 13. Kendrick Nunn 11. Jay Crowder 10. Hero 9. KD at 31. Kyrie 22. But it doesn't matter because the Miami Heat got the dub. We're matching up against the Pelicans in the NBA Finals. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Zion Williamson. It's a good team, but I mean, I was not expecting them to come out the West. Zion's the highest overall on the team at the 91, Lonzo 86. It's a good squad, I'm not gonna lie. The Heat take game 1 though. Can we go up 2-0? We go up 2-0. What about a little 3-0 leak? We go up 3-0? No, 2-1. All right, it's not gonna be that easy, but we are up 3-1. And can we win our first championship with Miami? We can. 4-1 finals victory. We get our first championship in only the 2nd year with the Heat. Pat Riley, all you had to do was sign AD. That's it. And if you didn't believe the AD signing paid off by now, maybe this will help. 32 and 10 throughout the finals with 3 blocks and 2 steals. The Kia Finals MVP, Anthony Davis. All right, it is the 2021 draft, but if you do remember from the start of the video, we do not have a pick in this year's draft. So I just kind of wanted to see who went in the top 5. Mobley went and 1 to the Trailblazers, Cade to the Hornets, Jalen Green 3 to the Raptors, Barnes to the Spurs. Jonathan Kuminga still ends up on the Warriors. Wins the 2022 MVP, 20-10 with 1.3 steals, 2.2 blocks, and he also wins the Defensive Player of the Year. We did get the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference again. Would have liked the number 1 seed, but I don't really think it matters too much. We got Philly in the first round, where we are down 3-1. I don't know what is with us going down 3-1 to teams like Philly. Let me just adjust this rotation real quick. We can't just win one series 4-0 or 4-1, it seems like, besides the NBA Finals. That was like the only series that wasn't a sweat. But it looks like we're going to be forcing at least another game here. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised when we come back and win this series, to be honest. That's what we've been doing. It's just I don't know why we've been going down early. I don't know if we don't take teams serious or what's going on, but we're going to game 7. And the tweet says that Ball was on fire, or fuego, but for people that don't know Spanish, that does mean on fire. Ball had 28 points. He's up to an 81. What did he do this season? He had 11 and 6 this season. He's averaging 16 and 9 throughout the playoffs, though. I'm guessing that's his career high. He just went for 30. That's a good game to do it in game 6 when we need to win. We started off this game down 13 at the end of the first quarter, but we have battled back all the way to take the lead, and we are moving on to the second round. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this team and not taking the first couple games of series as serious and then just coming back and winning. But I was gonna say there's no way we win a championship and then Anthony Davis wins the MVP this year and then get knocked out by a 7 seed. I was like, there's no way that's happening. And we 4-0 the Knicks. Finally, we have an easy series in these early rounds, and we got the Nets again. And this series is gonna be personal for the Nets since we just knocked them out. They got the same starting lineup as last year. We got the same starting lineup as last year too, but our guys are only getting better, to be honest, especially Tyler Hero and Bam developing. We're up 3-1 on the Nets, 4-1, and we're going to the NBA Finals again. We either got the Spurs or the Phoenix Suns. Who do these teams even have? I don't think any of these teams should have made a Western Conference Finals, to be honest. Trey Lyles is the West Finals MVP, and AD is the East Finals MVP. Let's see if AD can go for that hat trick. A championship Finals MVP and a regular season MVP. Or all 4. He did win the East Finals MVP too, so maybe he can win all 4. And the Heat are up 3-1. I didn't think this was going to be too much of a series. I don't know how the Spurs made it out the West. The Western Conference must just be in a down year. I don't know. But we're up 3-2 and we win it 4-2. Back-to-back championships for the Heat. And surprise, 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 Anthony Davis is the Finals MVP. He's kind of overshadowing Jimmy, but I mean, Jimmy's still doing his thing. He's still our second leading scorer, first leading scorer most games. He had an 18-point per game season this year, 6 boards, 7 assists, which honestly wasn't even that far off Anthony Davis's MVP season of 29-3. Or my bad, 20-10-3. AD's just putting up really good defensive numbers too. I think that's why he won it. But I told you guys we're going to develop Ball. 7-10 in the NBA Finals from only a 22-year-old who's up to an 81 already. Josh Jackson's been playing all right. He averaged 4.5 points a game this season at a 77 overall. I mean, he's not doing too bad. Kendrick Nunn put up 4.8 for us off the bench. I kind of want to develop him, I was saying, but he's kind of just been stagnant. But he's still young, and there's really only one more thing left to do. Try and three-peat. We do have 2 first-round picks this year after winning 2 championships, and J-Dub and Mark Williams are available. I mean, it's a pretty obvious pick. I'm going to go J-Dub. We already are pretty good at center. We can get J-Dub off the bench of the 2. And then we got pick 30 as well, and Mark Williams is still available. I'm not letting Mark Williams fall or slip out of our hands just because we have centers. We'll take them. So we have a problem coming into this season, but it's a good problem. There's so many good players on our bench that we just can't give minutes to right now. Not really Simon Holmes. We got Justice Winslow on the bench, Mark Williams, J-Dub, and Nick Richards all not getting minutes. But it's kind of tough to give them minutes when we got Josh Jackson, Kendrick Nunn, Jay Crowder, Duncan Robinson, and Ball off the bench. I mean, maybe I was thinking taking away some of Jay Crowder's minutes because he's getting a little older, develop some players, but Jay Crowder's been hooping for us. These are amazing averages off the bench. Duncan Robinson's been doing this thing off the bench. I mean, we don't need, 30 points per game off the bench. Our guys have been playing good off the bench, especially Ball coming off the best season of his life. We finally get the 1 seed back. I don't know if we should be happy with this or mad about this because we've won it the past 2 years. We've been the 2 seed. The year we were the 1 seed was the year that we lost to the Kevin Durantless Nets in the second round. Not even just lost, we got swept. So hopefully that bad luck as the 1 seed doesn't continue. We 4-0 the Wizards, and now we got the Pistons in the second round. Wiseman's actually developing pretty nice over there in Detroit. They got MPJ, who's an 87 overall. Really young team, but definitely a bright future in Detroit. But I don't think they're matching up against Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler, right? No, they're not. 4-2. And now we got Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. They just 4-0'd Brooklyn. So we don't even need to face Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving this year. And maybe we wanted to face them because we're down 3-0 to Boston. Don't get me wrong, it's a good team with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. We all know how the Celtics are, but 3-0 is crazy. And we just let Killian Hayes, that's Killian Hayes, right? Yeah, that's Killian Hayes. We just let Killian Hayes drop 15 on us in game 3. Yeah, the run might be over. We might be done. The three-peat might be cooked. Now 3-0 and we're letting Killian Hayes go for 15. The Heat have been eliminated. The three-peat dream is dead. LeBron is on the Spurs. He was a free agent this offseason. I was trying to look see if we could get him on the team, LeBron, AD, Jimmy, but there was no way. We're already negative cap space. And I guess let's see if Bron could take down this super team of the Celtics that we were not able to. The Spurs are up 3-0. Let's check his roster. He's got DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, LeBron, Scotty Barnes. All right, that's a really good team too. And it looks like LeBron is getting ring number, I think that's number 4 because the bubble ring actually didn't happen in this. So for this LeBron, that's ring number 4. Yeah, ring number 4. And he does it with the San Antonio Spurs. But yeah, I think our job is finished. We got the Heat 2 rings. I was just going to keep going until we lost. So we lost. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure to hit that sub button. We are on the road to 12K, trying to hit it by NBA 2K26. Also, drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.